What's going on, boys? Today we're back with another video, and we're going to talk about how you can stick to your diet while still drinking, or as I like to call it, how to be a dialed degen. Okay, because you know what, I don't know about you, but every now and then I like to pull out something like this on the weekend, and polish the whole thing, like straight up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do it often, but when I do it, I like to go heavy. Okay, so this is how you're going to be able to stick to your diet to the best of your ability while doing this. So we're going to go over how to plan this out for long term. Let's say, like in a week in advance that you're going to drink. This is how you plan for it, and we're also going to go over how to plan for it if it's, spontaneous that day. Okay, we're going crazy tonight. So let's get straight into it. So obviously, the first thing is the mindset you got to go over. So don't be treating it as if you're cheating. You're not cheating on your diet. You're just budgeting, okay? And one night's not going to ruin your progress, but if you're not planning for this night, it's going to ruin your progress. End of the story. Because I don't know about you, but me personally, back in the day when I used to drink, I would get home after drinking and I would go to, I don't know if you know what this is, but I'd get like shawarma Osmos. I'd get like a 2,000 calorie meal and I'd munch it and then I'd eat some chips. Like I'm a big munchies guy whenever I drink, so I'd always plan for this in advance now. So if you're going to plan for this a week in advance, you should be eating 200 to 500 below your maintenance. And if you're eating in a calorie deficit, then you should be eating 200 to 500 below your deficit number. Is it easy? No. But if you're going to go crazy, this is what you got to do. This is going to create a buffer, because at the end of the day, your calories only matter for the whole week, right? You could have one bad day, and if the rest of the week you plan everything out, you're going to be able to stick to your diet. Right? So, example, let's say Monday through Friday, you have 1,900 calories. It's 9,500 calories in total. And Saturday, you go up a little bit more, because that's your drinking night, which is going to be over your maintenance. And then Sunday, you go back down, okay? You're still going to be in your deficit goal. Whenever you drink, you need to drink smart, okay? You should be sticking to one drink only, and you should be drinking one of these options. So either vodka with soda water, tequila on the rocks, light beer. I mean, drinking light beer, okay? If you're drinking and you're going heavy, honestly, you're probably going to go with hard liquor. Seltzers are there too. Those are 100 calories each. Whiskey neat, that stuff, right? What I like to do personally is I'll just have, honestly, shots. Because one, I don't like walking around with a drink if I'm at the bar. And secondly, trying to have the least amount of calories possible, okay? But you should really avoid sugary cocktails like rum and cokes, like regular Coke, margaritas, pina coladas, Long Islands, all that stuff. Cream-based drinks, stay away from that. And high-calorie mixers, you don't need that. You don't need that, okay? So, let's talk about junk food. Plan ahead, okay? Because if you're like me, you're going to eat like crazy. So a couple things you could do is, for one, pre-log the meal you plan on having after you drink. Okay? This is how you can, make sure it's just all planned out. You're good, right? Another option you could do is cook before you go out. So you're not as intrigued to pick up fast food or order pizza, or in my case, go get Osmos at 3 in the morning, right? Because I know all the places, the hours. It's bad, okay? It's bad. I used to eat out a lot. But when it comes to your after drinking meal, if you're going to eat at home, you should be eating protein-based snacks, okay? This is going to help. And the night of, if you're going to have, let's say, 8 shots of tequila, you should try to have 8 glasses of water when you get home. Because obviously, I know how it is in the moment. You're not going to go and have a shot and then have a glass of water. You're not going to do that. I won't do that. I don't expect you to do that, okay? But you should definitely try to do that. Have electrolytes before you go to bed as well. Definitely a big play. It's also going to help with the hangover the next day too. Because hangovers, especially, is when people fall off their discipline. In the morning after, drink a liter of water. Drink water. You're dehydrated. You just drank the night before. Get some water in you, okay? Get some light movement. Go for a walk. Stretch a little bit. Eat whole foods. Try to avoid the greasy. I know the greasy, it's tempting. You think it's going to soak up all the alcohol. No, that's not the case. Eat whole foods. Get your ground beef and rice. Get your chicken and rice, or whatever it is. Make sure you're eating clean. It's going to help you get back on track. So let's talk about backup plan. Let's say, you folded. You went and picked up the McDonald's. You went and picked up that pizza. Okay, you didn't stick to the plan. It's okay. It is what it is. What you're going to do is you're going to go fast or very low carb the next day to balance. Don't punish yourself with cardio. Go for a walk, reset, that walk. Make sure you're going like 30 minutes to an hour. Get some steps in. Now, some people I know like to do this. Some people don't. Me personally, I do something kind of similar to this. I do a little mental checklist in my mind. So I make sure I hit my protein goal. I make sure I ate clean during the day. I created a 300 to 500 calorie buffer. Okay. So this depends on the person. For me personally, I know how I am. I want like 1,000 calories after I go drinking, at least. So I will create a huge buffer. I'll create a giant one to make sure that I actually have the space to eat that. I'll make sure I eat realistically just protein, and before I go out, I'll have some carbs. Like right before I go, I'll have carbs to give me a little energy boost. But I'm talking like chicken, ground beef, eggs, yogurt. Like it's the lowest of the low calorie with the highest protein. That's what I go for. I'll know what I plan on getting in advance, which is usually either like the Osmos. I make sure I get a certain order though. Don't worry, we've stuck away from the 2,000 calorie big meals. We're at like the 700 calorie ones now. Don't worry, we got it all together now. Or if you get McDonald's, whatever it may be, plan what you're gonna get from there in advance, so you just know how your whole day is gonna look out. Camera died, so we're going with the webcam now. But this one, personally, me, I don't do this because I just know that I prepared way too well to actually need a limit. Obviously, I don't black out, but I don't really set a limit for myself because I know I've already created such a big deficit that I don't really have to worry if I end up having 10 drinks instead, which I know is a lot. I'm a bigger guy. I have a higher tolerance. Actually, that's kind of a lie. Since I've stopped, I don't have that much of a tolerance anymore. But I don't really set myself a limit. I make sure I've drank lots of water and that I have electrolytes ready, because when you get home, you're in your bag. Odds are you're not going to care enough. But if you have that bottle in the fridge with the electrolytes already in it, whether it's Gatorade or you get liquid IV, whatever it may be, if you have it ready there, you're going to drink it. But if odds are you're going to get lazy, you're not going to do it when you're in the moment. So prepare that in advance. Now let's talk about what's more common. The spontaneous, you get a call that day, yo, let's go drinking tonight, let's go to the bar. So when this happens, this is what you should do. At this point, it's just damage control, okay? So this is what you should do. First things first is start drinking more water. I know you don't want to, but if you're going crazy that night, drink the water. You're going to thank yourself the next day. Avoid greasy foods at night. Like, trust me, I know it's hard, especially when nothing's planned, but if you do, get something small. Don't go above and beyond getting the whole meal for 3, okay? Don't do that. Pick one drink and stick with it all night, and make sure it's low calorie, okay? And you really, really got to do everything you can to commit to not ordering food or going to pick up food. I know it's easier said than done, but honestly, what I like to do to myself, I know it sounds stupid, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'll try to gaslight myself into that thinking I already ate, like I'm not hungry. It's worked before. I'm not going to say it works every time because it doesn't, but sometimes gaslighting yourself, it could work. Moral of the story, try to stay away from ordering food. I'm telling you, it's going to screw everything up, especially if you did not plan for this. But if you hit that, fuck it, I need food right now, what you should do is, if you have meal prepped food at home, eat that. Don't go crazy and, go to McDonald's or whatever, get the fast food. Try to stick to the plan. You got nothing prepped? Another option you got is go to a gas station and get like a protein bar. Get 2 if you need. Get the protein options, get the low calorie stuff. Don't go crazy. I know it's easier said than done, but don't go crazy. Get the low calorie, get the high protein. It's your best option. Another hack that might work for you is brushing your teeth when you get home, because that usually kills cravings, and that'll help you, stay away from that bag of chips you got in the top cupboard or that ice cream you got in the freezer. That'll help you stay away from that, which obviously we need. Whatever you do, do not spiral out of control. There is no I'll restart Monday. There's no tomorrow I reset and I walk it off. Don't restrict yourself too harshly the next day, because that's just going to leave you into a loop of completely being off track. Just eat clean, drink water, and reflect and ask yourself if it was worth it, because that's going to help you think next time, remind you about the past, and be like, damn, that really wasn't worth it. In the morning after, you should have a liter of water plus electrolytes. Make sure you have a protein heavy breakfast, like eggs, protein shake, all that stuff. Take a 30 to 45 minute walk. It's going to get your metabolism going, recovery going. It's going to help you out. And don't wait for the next day to start tracking, because odds are you're going to be lazy and you're going to be out of routine. You're not going to want to do it. Start tracking right away. And if you do go way out of control, add your calories up from the night, because you're going to look at that and be like, I went 2,000 calories over. You're going to feel like an idiot. You're going to feel stupid. And then next time you're going to be thinking about that and you're like, damn, I don't want to go through that again. So you're going to avoid going way overboard. So now you know what you need to do if you want to, get a couple drinks in you, have a good time at the bar with your friends, or maybe watch UFC, whatever it may be. Now you know what you need to do so you don't go absolutely crazy and ruin your diet, okay? Plan in advance, high protein, low calorie, be in an extra big deficit, and don't let one night ruin your progress. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, drop a follow and go in the comments and let me know what else you guys want to see from me, because I'm more than open to giving you guys videos that you want to see and helping you make sure that you hit your goals and you stay on top of it without sacrificing your lifestyle, because that's no fun. Like, who wants to be jacked but not live life, okay? I got jacked because I want to live life and I want to live it to the fullest. If you want to work with me one-on-one so you can actually make sure you hit your goals in the soonest time possible and have everything tailored to you specifically, go ahead and hit that link in the bio to book a one-on-one call with me, or go check out my Instagram and watch some value there, because I got a lot of stuff there too, and you can easily message me on there, ask me a few questions. I'd be more than happy to help you out. That's it for this video, guys, but hope you enjoyed. Drop a follow, drop a like, and I'll see you boys in the next one.